2nd, 7:21. It's been a day. Day 17. My hockey number for years. And it felt like I was in a hockey game today. Mentally. Don't get me going on why there's hockey in June. Why is it June? The background music is Chet Baker live in Paris. It's pretty cool. Whoever was doing the sound was on top of it. She does this little, not tone deaf, but she's just doing a mic check. It's all over the place. Yeah, I'm wiped out. My kid's coming tonight, so that's cool. Big thunderstorm supposed to be coming in. Looks cool. Dark clouds with a nice contrast. 7:22, so the sun's pretty much down behind that house over there. Barge. Bargy. Big houseboat. Those things are dope. Floating cities, man. This is foreshadowing. I think at one point, when Rockaway's underwater, it's just going to be all fucking barges like that moored to the tops of the old co-ops that were here. Yep. Seltzer. Yeah, nothing to rant about. I used up all my energy on nonsense. I'm excited to see my kid, but I'm burnt out. He just trips out in his bow room here. I wonder how many kids in the Lower East Side have a life preserver in their bedroom. Slightly worries me, not because the boat's going to sink, but a friend of mine, an old friend of over 30 years, she was raised on a boat, and all she wanted was like a normal apartment to go home to. Which she got eventually. She's an interesting person, Alana Wormke. Certified plumber. Could use one of those today. I expect people to. I don't know. I guess I expect too much from people. I shouldn't expect anything. The transition to sober, a lot of things are happening. Hanging out with my new homie, a couple boats away. Super cool dude. Cool family. Just waiting it out to see if it's about an hour walk to the ferry terminal. If I walk. Jump on the bus. The bus is always interesting. I don't think I've ever been. Oh, it's not true. I've been on the bus on a Friday night. The townies here. It's Rockaway, right? I can't imagine being. I guess being raised here would be super cool if you're into fishing and surfing, because you can hit the city if you need to go fuck shit up, you know. Walter Sheffield is from here. There's a lot of music talent out here. I mean, that guy's in Gorilla Biscuits. Was it Youth of Today? How many other bands? Quicksand, Rival Schools. I mean, Quicksand was a huge part of fucking the shit I loved back in like 92, 91, 92. That album was fucking crazy. So many good bands were coming out of New York. Like, Helmet, Quicksand. There's been staples of good music here for fucking ever. You know, it's amazing how that happened. Something for everybody. That's slowly being squished up. A lot of good musicians and band people, like legendary bands came out of Queens, like Jimmy, Murphy's Law, some of the weirder, heavier bands like Unsane, Chris, and Kevin from the Turbo ACs were roommates down by Bar 169. That place is pretty cool if you get a chance to check it out. Leopard print pool table. That's worth it if you're into pool. And all kinds of weird pub fare food. Mostly seafood. It's pretty dope. Popular spot. It's just like cheap. People say dive bars here. It's not really I don't know. There's divey bars. Like the library, I never thought that was a dive bar, but you know, Kendra, who was bartending there for 13 years or something, a long time, 12, 13 years, that's a long time. That's how old my kid is. She calls it a dive bar, but I don't know. That's all I really know. Unless it's a private club, which I've only been to one. The Niagara Falls Club was pretty nice. It had two snooker tables upstairs in the billiards room, man. This place was fucking posh. Overlooked the Horseshoe Falls. Pretty cool. I was lucky to see that growing up. Easter, they'd have like rabbits running around and shit like that. Let them run around and put them on the menu. I don't remember them ever being on the menu, but probably. The days, back in those days, seems like a lifetime ago. Skylon Tower in the background. Niagara Falls over the edge. And we could just run around like lunatics. You would go into the front room. I had my grandpa Earl. Got the cool Oldsmobiles. He was like me, man. He would just get wound up. And then balance it out with some booze and stuff, and it was weird to see it because, yeah, it was nice. It's lucky, I guess. Great childhood, great adulthood. Everything's fucking great. Just gotta adapt better to certain situations. What's weird too, truly troubling to me right now is my knees. Fucking killing me. A guy posted, whoever does the board porn in Rockaway got a hip replacement, and it doesn't seem to be helping. It's like, fuck, man. No me gusto. No good. No bueno. Wow. I missed my upright. I had a 1951K bass. Nothing great, but fuck, man. I love that thing. My neighbors must have wondered what I was doing. I'd be jamming to like No Means No. My roommate's turning into a monster or metronome. You know, pretty complicated little. That's a lot of super complicated, but pretty interesting the way the Wright brothers played together. I fucking loved them. And to play it on upright's just hella fun. But that was on a loaner from my buddy who's a songwriter in Nashville, And then he had a studio in Jersey City. And his neighbor, who he had that bass forever, and he loaned it to me for, I don't know, it had to be 5 years. And he's like, I'm moving to Philly. I need to give that guy's bass back. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. That was fun to have it, though, you know. It wouldn't do well on the boat. It was bad enough in the apartment with the 4th and B in the Lower East Side. That's where I lived for a long time. Longer than almost anywhere I've ever lived. Surprisingly good sound coming out of that little Bluetooth thing. Yeah, I'm fucking fried today. Mentally exhausted. It's unusual. Shit happens. Get used to it. Then it is only 17 days. But, yeah, there's some things. These glands are going down, thank goodness. That was fucking worrisome. You see the winter have a beard. Pretty decent beard. Comes in pretty good. I couldn't even see this. And all that shit beard. God damn. So yeah, but there's cool things coming up. My new bro, he does all kinds of tinctures and stuff, and he's gung-ho on doing helping me get the if anybody out there knows how to do this stuff, I don't know, like, it's a decarbonizing process. I guess I'll have to do some research. It's funny how much information is out there. There's so much money in the weed industry, but it'd be great to have, like, I love ginger beers or ginger ale, whatever, just with real ginger and 1-to-1 CBD and THC or versions of it. I want to do that. Like I say, it's like the wax company. Changed my shirt. Remember yesterday, sleeveless. Still have some of these laying around. It's fucking. I shipped one to my cousin Davey, upstate. He's pretty stoked. He's just gonna frame it up there. They sent him a little Hot Wheels track too. Davey, if you're watching this, love you, man. It's funny, we'd be talking to each other, hammered, very supportive, you know. Love him like a brother from a different mother. We always had a lot of fun when we'd see each other. He's my American cousin. Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hockey fan, like me. And, we just loved our grandpa Earl on his father's side. His father's a doctor. David Ram. And my cousin's a sailmaker up Oswego area. Oh, what a beautiful drastic sky. God, I am so lucky. How can I even get worked up? What the fuck, man? This is my therapy. I'm my own therapist. Tell me, how does it make you feel? Fucked up is how it makes me feel. Thank goodness for music. Thank goodness for friends. Thank the universe for letting me appreciate this little blip and this crazy little planet going around the fireball in the sky. Life's a fucking miracle. What happens after this? This broken old body of mine. fuck could he ever play? Really interesting style for the trumpet players out there. It's like one of the many. Talking to my buddy, he's played trumpet for a few years like I did. I just want to play drums, but I don't have that awesome brain where you can separate left and right. It's like walking and chewing gum. It gets confusing. I can do the average beats. Oh, it's fucking starting to rain. Or the fish are jumping. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Interesting. I'll post this on the live feed. Sorry about that. Sorry, chat. I hate doing that, but this is pretty interesting looking to me. It's funny how a little bit of rain, a little bit of sunset. I thought it was the bunker jumping because it looks very similar when the bunker are running. That is pretty cool. Ooh. This is, I'm using a fucking, I wish you could see this. I could try to get another shot. Oh, there we go. This is just on an old Galaxy. Jesus. Pardon me. On an old Galaxy S8 with a bunch of memory. Jesus. Sorry, wish you could see this. I need like to hold. If I had a mirror here. I'll do it on my shorts. It's funny how that video I shot, just weird that I was down there when the whale breached. I mean, it's been happening a lot, but it's so neat to just capture that. Even though my hometown being Niagara Falls, they had those killer whales that they'd make them jump. A buddy of mine who lived around the corner from me. He was one of the guys that rode the killer whale around in the tank. Dave Clark. If you're out there, bud. It's like, it was ridiculous. I think he was making minimum wage, but he loved it. You know, he was getting paid to ride that thing. But there's a big hoopla about how they got those whales, taking the babies away from their families, their pods, and mixing them up with fucking. They must have separated them. I don't know, from the orcas. But there's another one. Time is flying, man. This is a really nice sunset. Sorry, like I say, I'll post this later. Later by like. Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, it's very visually stimulating down here. Don't take anything for granted. Don't take your eyes for granted. Hands, feet and toes. I love those. They're not the pipers, but those little skimming birds. They just go ripping along the top of the water. Yes, I'm at that age. I now am interested in birds. And there's a wildlife sanctuary just over there. So there's a lot of neat ones, considering how close it is to Manhattan. Miles, it's not that far. It's like an hour ferry ride. I'm going to split pretty soon because my kid's coming in. He should be there at 9. Because Leaving on Friday, coming out here, it's pretty busy. All the working people that do the commute. On Saturdays, it's Rockaway's discovered there's been a lot of good press about how easy it is to take the ferry here. Then you're instantly at a really good beach. Same beach that's actually got the outdoor ball hockey rink there, which is amazing. I miss that. Miss hanging out with the bros, doing that stuff. It sort of fell apart at one point. It's like a hockey team, man. It's hard to get a good drummer. If you're into that sort of thing. It's like being in a band, trying to find a good drummer. You really only are, if you're going to play rock or whatever that I like, wackadoodle stuff like Don Caballero and No Means No, which I can't believe everybody's not into, but that, I mean, it's a particular taste. It's just fucking great. It's sort of cool that not everybody's into it. Some people are. Some people know what fucking time it is. It's like a music snob, right? And that is not what I am. I just like different shit. I'm glad that not everybody's into it. Yeah, next stage, figuring out the money thing. Money anxiety just fucking hit a new peak today at one point. Gotta get a grip on that stuff. It's my meditation I do is a team is the only way I memorize it. I'm in control of my thoughts. I'm in control of my emotions. I'm in control of my actions. Therefore, I'm in control of my mood. Thoughts are the hardest thing for me to control, because that pretty much controls my emotions, which controls my actions, which controls my mood. So if you're in a good mood, usually everything is going along nicely, but I guess you can't just be happy all the time. That would suck. Perma-smile. My sister tried to get into Guinness for smiling in the Guinness Book of Records. So yeah, I was like 10 and she was 12 or some shit. And she didn't get in because you can't judge a smile. I guess it's like the Mona Lisa clause that I just made up. Am I smiling? I'm smiling on the inside. I'm so happy. Anyways. Whoa. Yeah, my kid. I haven't seen him in a while. He's coming out in like one night in every 2 weeks. I mean, fuck, man. That was the hardest thing about my divorce, was seeing my kid just on weekends, sometimes in the summer for a couple weeks. But I like my kid. He's cool, you know. Of course, there's going to be trying times. I asked my dad, I said, did you know what you were doing when you were doing dad stuff? He's like, no, not at all. My dad was in his early 20s. He already had 2 kids, and the third one came along. He's only 25, which I know a lot of people do. One of my best friends, Dave Bailey, Beetle Bailey, the notchback Cuda, 318, 340 heads. That car is pretty quick, though. I was talking about something, and now I was just talking about cars, and I'm off on another fucking... I forget what I was talking about, so whatever. There's no outside input, so at least I get the day right. I think it's day 17. It's all just become like one day now. It's surprising when you're in the moment having those cravings how drastic it feels. And yep, they're getting better, but certain things are still triggering it. I didn't have any chocolate or anything today. Just gotta figure out how to balance the stress, and so you're not gonna get the beer anymore. You're not gonna poison yourself until at least you do 30 days, and fucking just to prove to yourself, like John said back in high school, if you can't stop drinking for 30 days, it's got you. So, who wants to be controlled by a substance that's fucking you up from the inside out? We'll get to the issues eventually. You know, I don't have a therapist. My sidekick Phil, yeah. Stop kicking me in the ribs. What are you doing? Yeah, I guess the skull is just the rib cage for your brain. That's why those goofy ass bike helmets are shaped like that, right? It's basically just a little a rib cage fucking thing for your head. Miss my J. Adams Flyaway Bosch. If you ever see this, I had that since I was 10. I guess it wouldn't even fit my kid now. It might fit him. Looks dope though. J. Adams Flyaway Deluxe. Your first taste of how the skateboard industry was taking advantage of everybody. Those glory days, like 77, 76, 75, 76. Jay Adams and Alba was only like, I think 16 when he won. So 16 or 18, I think, when he won Skateboarder of the Year. And it was like instant superhero, pretty dope, you know. I mean, there's like Batman, Spider-Man, and then Tony Alba comes along, skateboard in empty swimming pools, dude. How fucking mind-blowing that is. When it's like you're skateboarding, but why are the pools empty? That pool doesn't look like my grandparents' above ground. Can we skateboard in it? Grandpa let us drain the pool. No, we had like Mitchelson's Park that was pretty fucked up to skate. Really deep. It'd go down, flat, and then it would roll back way the fuck up there. Like, I don't know. Then it would roll back again, then go to vert. Then you'd wall ride, but you were like at least 8 feet, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to keep it as I remember it. I'll post a picture of that too. There's a picture of me up on the vert wearing, if I put a hockey jersey on, it's pretty much the same thing I'm wearing right now. Fashion. Ooh, is there going to be another David Bowie? Is there going to be another Tina Turner, Freddie Mercury, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin? It just goes on and on and on. Like me. 30 minutes, time's up, thank you. How would you prefer to be paid? Bitcoin? Yeah. No. They mean beer, goddammit. It's Friday. It's Friday night. And, ain't got nobody. Even got no mother beer. It's interesting. It's just a different way to deal with stuff. Bye-bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you all have hope. It's fucking tricky. See you later.